As part of our discussions this morning with the panel, we are excited to be a part of a conversation about an important initiative that has been funded by an EDA grant to our city to support strong cities, strong communities, the SC2 initiative, with a really significant investment in this community of $1 million grant, complemented by a matching grant of $250,000 by the city of Greensboro to stimulate some of the very best ideas from this community around economic development and to expand the remarkable kinds of initiatives that are already ongoing here in Greensboro to create jobs, stimulate competitiveness of this region, and enhance economic growth and prosperity for this region, for this community, for all citizens. I'm excited to be a part of this discussion and have been asked to serve as chair of the panel that will be responsible for making the very, very difficult choice of those important proposals that are submitted and evaluating these important proposals and identifying the best of the lot. And so again, we're delighted to have you on our campus. We're delighted to have you present today as we make this announcement about the Strong Cities, Strong Communities grant opportunity that we have recently received here in Greensboro.
It's a very exciting day and opportunity for the city of Greensboro. Before I get started, I want to recognize our council members who are present and thank them for being a part of this and encouraging us as well. Councilmember Zach Matheny is here. Also Councilmember Mary Kay Abuzuwader is here. And Councilmember Jim Key, whose district we're in, so thank you for hosting us as well. We appreciate it. We are excited to have this launch today of the SC2 grants. This is a great opportunity for the city of Greensboro in that, among other things, this is the first grant that we are actually receiving from the U.S. Department of Commerce and the Economic Development Administration. And we hope that it's the first of many of its kind. As a part of the application process, the city of Greensboro was selected among 2 other communities to be a part of this effort, and this is the first full effort that they're launching of this type. They did have a pilot project previously. And I want to thank the panel who has said yes to being a part of evaluating the grant, the applications that we will receive and the proposals for this item. And I want to recognize all of those members, and most of them have had the opportunity to be with us today and to have an orientation. Again, Chancellor Martin has agreed to be chair. Thank you very much. We also have Barbara Akins, who's president of the Old Asheboro Neighborhood Association. Thank you, Barbara. Donna Anderson, who's the Greensboro Library Board. Sherman Otta, who's a local architect in our community. Phil Barnhill, Director of Operations with the East Market Street Development Corporation. Pat Dennehy, CEO and President of Greensboro Partnership. George Durham, Durham Service Center. Mona Edwards, Chief Operating Officer of the Community Foundation of Greater Greensboro. Derek Giles, President, Impulse Energy. Javier Gomez, President of Dynamic Quest. Sharon Graber, Sharon is a local architect as well. Mo Green will be joining us. He's Superintendent of Guilford County Schools. Mark Hale, Head of Schools at Greensboro Day School. Frankie Jones, Jr. of Lincoln Financial Group. Denny Kelly, President and CEO of Bouvier Kelly. Janet Marzucco, Vernon Marble and Towel. Tom Phillips, certainly a former city council member and also retired from Merrill Lynch as an advisor. Thank you, Tom, for saying yes to us as well. Wayne Safransky, he's Director of Outreach and Technology Transfer at North Carolina A&T State University. Mike Tarrant, Director of Strategic Initiatives at UNCG. Cecilia Thompson, Director of Projects at Action Greensboro. And Richard Whittington, Managing Director of Triad Stage. And this panel will come together a few times over the next year to evaluate the applications and proposals that we are receiving. And today we're actually launching the RFP for proposals for this project in particular. And the RFP is looking for 2 primary things. Teams across the country, multidisciplinary teams will apply for this grant, and hopefully we'll also pair up with local teams to really capitalize on the activities that are happening in this city. They will be asked to leverage off of several plans that we already have in our community, including the Greensboro Partnership Strategic Plan, the Downtown Economic Development Strategy, the Strategic Plan for East Greensboro, and the comprehensive plan that we have as a city overall, the Comprehensive Plan and Consolidated Plan. And there are several core areas that any successful applicant will need to think about as well, and that is capitalizing on some of the assets that we have as a community. Universities and colleges certainly, as well as attracting people into our downtown and the opportunities available there, enhancing the arts, and also leveraging off the airport and the activities around the airport, and as well as where the growth of our community is actually exists overall. And if you think about all of these things with the universities and colleges and the airport, these are representative across our city and important to the development and growth of our city overall. So in terms of the next phase, there will be 2 phases to this challenge grant. The first phase will allow for the evaluation panel to identify 3 to 6 finalists from the panels of proposals that they receive. The top 3 will actually be able to win cash awards. And then the second phase, which will begin in November, and we will select finalists from that group of 6, or 3 to 6 rather, and they will have approximately 6 months to develop further their proposals and ideas. And we're actually looking for very tangible plans and ideas that we can take as a city and move directly to implementation, and those will be due by June of 2014. All of these items will be available on the city's website, which has been set up, and that's at greensboro-nc.gov/SC2. But we also have set up a Greensboro ideas.com, and that's ideas with an S. And this is a social networking site where we want the community and we want people with ideas to post their ideas. Ideally, this will be a place where ideas come together and people meet up and potentially actually put together proposals for this challenge grant and be a part of this opportunity. But we also hope that this is a part of engaging the community and just talking about ideas for Greensboro and ideas that we can leverage on, whether it's a part of this grant challenge or not. So those are really the essential elements of today. Again, please do go to the City of Greensboro's website to learn more about the RFP that will be available today. And we will look forward to hearing all the great ideas that will come forward from here. I appreciate you all being here today and expect much from SC2, and we are excited about launching this effort. So thank you again for joining us, and have a good day.